Being that the movie Alice in the Wonderland is on Disney, you should already know it's more than what it looked like, because it's a Disney movie. Disney is full of witchcraft. This movie, thanks to Disney, is made to look like a beautiful wonderland full of creatures. This represents a spiritual realm full of wicked spirits. And what you see going on is a spiritual warfare. Wait, let's go back to the beginning. Don't tell me y'all think this is a marriage going on right here. Y'all actually think all these people is out here for a marriage? Bro, this ain't no marriage. This is a cult. The stepmother is an occultist. The man that's on the side of her is an occultist. Her own mother is in a cult. The man who purchased her father's company, he's the cult leader. Bro, everybody that's out here is a part of the cult. They're not having no celebration of no wedding. This is a celebration of her going into the hole. See, they knew she was about to fall in that hole. They already knew this already. The hole represents her journey, her adventure that she's about to go on. That's exactly why they're out there. This represents that they are celebrating her for going on this journey, which is why at the end of the movie, when she came back, everybody was still standing out there, bro, as if they knew she would win. They knew she would win. That's why they're there. And look, when she told everybody she not marrying homeboy, nobody questioned her, bro. She said what she wanted to say and moved on. Nobody questioned her about the marriage stuff because this was never about a marriage. See, Alice don't know anything about this cult stuff. Her father was prepping her from day one. That's why she kept having the same dreams over and over. This was all done with witchcraft. She was chosen. See, the rabbit represented the time. To the viewers that's watching it for entertainment, it represented the time of her getting married. But metaphorically speaking, the time represented that it was her time to do the mission that her father gave her to do, which is fight the powers that be. Because, like I said, her father was the cult leader, but he no longer had access to power in the other world because it was all blocked by a new wicked ruler. The deity that her father had withdrew powers and magic and sorcery from needed help. So once she destroyed this dragon, her mission was now complete, and her father's so-called familiar spirit was back in power. That's why at the end of the movie, you see her continue business with the finna-to-be so-called new occult leader, but he's not the new occult leader now. She is. This is what her father was prepping her for the whole time. Not to get married. Bro, this movie is symbolic. Just look at the symbols. Did you catch the checkerboard pavement? You can see the checkerboard pavement right here. You also see it on this Wicked Queen's floor. This also symbolizes a Masonic symbol, which represents light and darkness, yin and yang. Or it simply represents the highs and lows of life. There's an occultist named Elipis Levi, who says the G stands for Venus, and the Venus symbol is lingam, which is the private part of a man, but also Lucifer. The name in Latin is Venus. Let's read. In Roman folklore, Lucifer, light bringer, in Latin was the name of the planet Venus. That is from Elipis Levi, if I'm saying his name right. Also, that is the same man who created a well-known image of the Baphomet. And then you got this wicked wannabe queen. She got the symbolism of the heart. You know, she got a heart in the background, curtains. She's sitting in a heart chair. And then her boy has a heart for an eye. There you go, now you can see it better. Even her so-called soldiers, which is supposed to be a deck of cards, they got the heart symbol. The heart simply represents a pagan symbol. Our hearts are not shaped like this at all. So where did this pagan symbol come from? See, back in the ancient times, the Greeks worshipped this god named Apollo. But this false god had a plant called silophyllum, which was a healing plant. This plant supposedly came from this Greek god named Apollo, and this plant is supposed to have been a healing plant. But if you look at the plant, you will see the shape of it is like the heart that you see today during Valentine's. So at the end of the day, this image of this so-called heart came from a Greek god named Apollo, according to the Greeks. So this is all the way pagan. See, Disney just don't normalize witchcraft and make it look cool. They also normalize pagan things and make it look cool, which is why they use it. In case you don't get it, the terror and destruction you see on this earth is prophesied to happen, so people can blindly accept the Antichrist that will come and claim that he's the Messiah and deceive many. But he will fix everything and people will flock to him. And guess what? Trump is an example of that. What, you think they shut down TikTok January 19th to open it back up the very next day? Also, that was the day that Trump goes into office. Also, it was Martin Luther King Day. You think all that is a coincidence? To me, that was strategically planned so everybody can flock to Trump as the hero. If you can't see that, then you also won't see the Antichrist, the lawless one, when he comes. But you will believe the lie, just like the Bible said. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie, and so that all will be condemned who have not believed the truth but have delighted in wickedness. Just like there'll be a false Messiah that comes into this world acting like he's the chosen one, in the same way in this movie, it's the same thing. Alice in the Wonderland represents the chosen one, which represents the Antichrist. This is how it's gonna be. Just like she will restore things back to its natural order, in the same way, that's what this so-called lawless one is going to do, just to get people to flock to him. Here's the thing with the Simpsons. They represent aliens. They don't represent human beings. They abducted people and took over their world. See, at the beginning of the cartoon, when they show the intro of the Simpsons name in the clouds, it's a reason why they're showing you that. Because it simply represents a spaceship that's hovering over this world. They're showing you at the end of these intros, where at the end of this intro, you see them transforming. And then you see them get sucked into this game type of alien world. This does not represent a game alien world. This represents a pyramid from least to greatest, the ranks. So at the top of this pyramid, you have the source of power, which is Maggie. Now let's go back to the pyramid. At the bottom you see these Star Trek looking dudes. These represent human beings, bro. The human beings that they abducted. The Simpsons that you see are aliens that replaced the human beings and took over their life and coated themselves with yellow skin. This what you see represents their true form and their role they play on Earth. You see the donut? This how Homer Simpson really look, bro. He's an alien and he represents illumination. According to what I see, this represents spirituality, Hinduism, opening up the third eye. And if that's the case, if that's what's really going on, then I mean this represents evil. Because the eye simply represents Horus, which is a false god that's linked back to Lucifer. And if Homer Simpson really does represent opening up the third eye to achieve illumination, it will make all the sense in the world why their predictions are so accurate. And as you continue to go up this pyramid, you have the wife. See, take a good look at her, bro. These represent aliens, bro. Look at the sisters in the back. They aliens, bro. This is their true form. Aliens is just another word for demons. What you want to take from this is the multiple arms that she got, because she represents polytheism. It's what's in her hands you want to pay attention to. She has things in her hand because it's supposed to represent entertaining and distracting you so you don't know who she is. And at the same time, this represents that they are mocking you. I'm gonna let you know how they mocking you at the end. And we can keep going up and up and up. They're going by rank. There you go. We have Boy over here with the devil horns, and look on top of his head, the third eye. So now you can see how that donut represents the third eye. And then you got Lisa over here, the oldest trick in the book. Pose as something good, pose as an angel, but really something else. We already see, she represents deceiving. And you notice in the midst of them, you see the dog and the cat. The dog and the cat simply represents Itchy and Scratchy, which is a sadistic mouse that's constantly killing this cat over and over and over. And I ain't talking about no normal killing, I'm talking about like some Mortal Kombat fatalities type of killings. Now what did that tell you? That Lisa and Boy actually get a kick out of that. Now let's keep going up and up this pyramid and see what else can we find. We got Krusty the Clown. You see the diamond in the middle of the forehead, you already know what that represents. Just look at him, bro. This is true form. What does he look like to you? Yeah, demon. The Krusty the Clown show features the show Itchy and Scratchy, which is all about murder. Torturing the cat in the most horrifying ways you can think of. When you see them laughing, they are mocking us because they represent the future of what we gonna be doing. Just as they look at violence for entertainment and laugh, that's the same exact thing we're doing today. We just can't see it. Just like we didn't see that Krusty the Clown is really Homer Simpson. And the reason they do it like that is because so they can say that they showed you and they put it in your face. But for some reason, you just couldn't see it. Then you have the character Sideshow Bob. What you think he represent? Being that the Simpsons show is all about predictions, and like I said, they are mocking us. He represents the future. He represents somebody in the show that always trying to kill somebody, right? Trying to kill Bart. Well, look at him. He has the knife. He has the hair. The hair represents dreads. What you think he represents? It represents the drill rap culture, which is lyrics that's about unaliving people, shooting people, constantly talking about murdering people in your songs. That's why almost every rapper that does drill rap has some type of locks in their head. Sideshow Bob was a representation of letting you know drill rap is about to come up on us. That's what he represents. The hair represent dreadlocks, locks, any type of locks. It represents that it will be imitated in this time. The knife in his hand represents the guns. Because the thing is, people are not picking up guns to protect themselves. They're picking up guns to unalive their own kind. And the prison jumpsuit is just letting you know, sadly, this is the future of our people. They're gonna end up in this jumpsuit. And him with the knife, again, represents how we're going to destroy each other. See, it's all about the power that they have. The power is in the plant. But you see, this doesn't represent a nuclear plant. It represents where they're holding their power. So this does not represent a nuclear plant. This is the place where they have the power to have the manipulation and control over the minds of us. See, it's all about the TV. According to the cartoon, it's according to their TV, but it's the reason why they come and race to the TV, because it represents the mind control over us. See, when they come home and race to the TV, they are mocking us, bro. They showing you how easily electronics is going to control us. Remember when I said this represents the power over our minds to control us and manipulate us? Look what happened when Homer Simpson grabs it and throws it on the ground, and then it gets to Bart. And then next thing you know, he passed up the big old sign that said pets. He didn't look at that at all. But look what happened when he passed up the TV. This represents us. You see how distracted he is? He's not even paying attention to what's in front of him. This represents us and how electronics have our minds. They're trying to show how the masses will be easily brainwashed by the media towards the future. That's why every time they run to the TV, it's a disaster happens. So it's saying that we're going to be brainwashed so much that we go easily fall for their traps. Remember what I told y'all about Maggie? Maggie is the source of power. Look, she get plugged right into the TV. Soon as she get plugged into the TV comes right to you. The movie Pinocchio, it was never for kids. Man, this movie is dark and twisted. Look, we go straight for the old man because he the one on here doing some things, man. But I ain't gonna even say nothing. I'ma let you be the judge. And you tell me is I'm tripping. First of all, I don't even think this is a man, bro. This is some type of creature that's disguised as a man. His top do not match his bottom, bro. Look at these strong ass legs he got and these big ass shoes. Look how big his feet is, bro. Is this the hunchback from Notre Dame? Anyway, why is this man that's well advanced in age so obsessed with this damn wooden puppet toy that's supposed to be a boy that he wants to be a real boy? Why, bro? Like, why? Why Pinocchio ain't in his own bed? I'm just saying, he look a little too close. Just look at this scene, bro. What's going on? Even your cat over there looking like you paying too much attention to this wooden boy. Like, bro, why he ain't in his own bed? He could have made a patty on the floor. Hell, even the cricket found somewhere to sleep. He's sleeping in a damn matchbox. If he can find a spot, I know you can. But instead, y'all in the bed together. But nah, he didn't leave the cat out. I mean, look how much love he's showing the cat. Look where he rubbing at. Look where his hands is at on this cat, bro. And look how the cat is enjoying this, bro. This is crazy. And then when the cat got under the covers with him, look at his face. He over there blushing, bro. Now look at the fish. Look how he rubbing the fish, bro. Now when the last time you ever seen somebody rub a fish like this? Look at his finger, bro. What's going on? And look how the fish is just sitting there enjoying this, bro. See, when the cat was in the bed with Pinocchio and the older man, the cat was pissed off. Now that he seen the old man touching on the fish like that, the cat pissed off at that too. They want this man all to themselves. Like I said, it's some things in this cartoon, man. What the hell? I ain't gonna even say nothing about that. Now look at him playing in the water. And look how the fish looking. Look at him playing in that paint. Look how the cat getting jealous. I don't see why the cat getting jealous. It's okay. He go play with you later, bro. What the hell? Oh, y'all need to stop. Disney, y'all need to stop. Y'all know damn well there wasn't no white women walking around with no big ass booty like that in the 1900s. Y'all need to stop this, man. Bro, look how he got his hand just resting on this woman's butt, bro. Bro, you gotta watch out for the cricket too. He on one as well. Yeah, Mr. Cricket, explain yourself in this scene. What you looking at? And what are you hitting with that umbrella? Yeah, Mr. Cricket, what you looking at? Oh yeah, you looking at these women dancing they dress, especially when they bend over like that. Y'all seen that? I'ma just say this animated cartoon was never for kids. Look at Pinocchio. I can see the light. Now on his way to school, look what the man tried to touch. Yeah, that's right. You know what he was trying to touch. And look how Pinocchio looking. And look at his face, blushing again. Oh, but that's not it though. He also told Pinocchio to turn around and show him what you're working with. Look at that. Made that boy do a whole 360. I ain't gonna even say nothing though. But what do you think about that he got him turning around like that? You be the judge. I told you this is not a man, this is something else. Based on everything I just showed you with this man and all the stuff he doing, you should know what this movie is about.
Did I fix him to Pleasure Island?
Come on now. Do I even have to say it? I'm not gonna say it. What you think Pleasure Island mean? Just think about it. And what you think he meant when he said they'd never come back as boys. And look at his hands as he's saying it.
They never come back.
See, when he say they never come back as boys, he's not talking about them turning into donkeys and all that. No, that's what they want you to think. Just look at his hands, the gesture of his hands. What you think they meant by this? You be the judge. See, watching Pinocchio, you have to understand that this whole movie, the concept of this movie, is all about the industry. Hollywood, any industry, this is how it is. They showing you, putting it right in your face. They showing you, yeah, you got the big house, yeah, you got the nice cars, yeah, you got all the money in the world, but at the end of the day, you ain't nothing but a puppet on the string. And if you don't do what we say or do how we say, then we get rid of you. Basically, they're gonna pay you lots and lots of cash to entertain the masses. That's what your job is, to entertain the masses and keep them distracted. That's what your job is, according to this movie. Now, on the outside, you might feel free because you have all that money, but on the inside, mentally, you're locked up. See, this movie is full of witchcraft and dark magic, but it's also mixed in with the Bible. Like this scene, you have a fox, but this fox simply represents a wolf because the Bible talks about the wolf in sheep clothing. Beware of the false prophets. This represents a false prophet, leading him to destruction. What's going on right here? Is he looking for money or is he looking for something else? But yeah, this fox simply represents a wolf. Look at him as he eats the apple. What you think this apple represents? That's the same red apple that was promoted in Snow White. The apple represents the essence of evil. Like I said, it's all dark magic at the end of the day. Remember, the movie is about this old man wishing upon a star, but that's not what he's doing. This does not represent a star. What he's calling upon is Lucifer. That's what it represents. All he doing is witchcraft. It's a ritual. He's just turning this wood boy to a real boy for his own fantasies. Man, when you go back and look at the stuff our parents had us watching, it's very questionable. Like, this movie, when you really pay attention to it, it's a horror movie. It's a creepy horror movie, bro. We talking about a doll, a puppet being wished to life. That's some Chucky stuff, bro. When this movie is called The Tooth Fairy, say, bro, I know that ain't The Rock. The Rock in a tutu, bro? Nah, stop playing. The Rock, the people's champ? In this? When The Rock was coming up wrestling, you couldn't picture him wearing anything like that. It wasn't until he got to Hollywood things changed. Because this is what Hollywood does. It's known for emasculating men. Some will call it a humiliation ritual. I wouldn't call it that because I have no proof. But I do see things for what it is. And what I have been seeing from the 90s on up is black men selling out to play emasculine roles. When you think about actors like The Rock, roles that's playing in my head is masculine roles where he's in charge. You know what I'm saying? Leadership, displaying his masculine power and abilities. These are the only roles I expect for him to play because this is the vibe that he gives out. But when you see things like this, something that's unexpected, it make you think that all the stuff that they say about Hollywood and the stuff that goes on behind closed doors is true. Because he's also in a movie called Be Cool in the early 2000s. And in this movie, it rhymes with Bay. Yeah. Here come the people in the comments. Bro, he's an actor. That's what actors do. They act. Yeah. That's what I thought you would say. And who is this descending from the sky as if she's some type of angel or something? And why in the hell is she using her hands to slow her down when her wings supposed to be doing that? Girl, if you don't ascend back to where you came from and tell them to fix your damn wings. Since this movie is called Tooth Fairy and it's about fairies, let's talk about fairies, bro. See, the thing about fairies, Disney paint them as innocent, beautiful creatures, right? But they are far from innocent. They are evil, terrifying entities, bro. We talking about tricksters and very powerful according to folklore. If you was to approach a fairy, bro, and you come with disrespect, bro, you just curse your own life. But when it comes to our movies and our TV shows and our cartoons, they promote fairies as angelic beings. This is false. This is folklore tradition. All these things started with Nimrod in the Bible. He the one started this mother goddess, son god, father god worship. That is the root and the primary source where all this mythology creatures and myths come from. That's what the Bible meant when he said, so they will turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. All those myths and mythology was inspired by Lucifer. Look what Hollywood is doing. They making the profit off of it by pushing it and promoting it to us as something good. Like The Rock, the name of this movie is The Tooth Fairy. The Rock's supposed to be a tooth fairy, right? But what people don't know is that the tooth fairy was used as a cover-up because hiding the tooth was really a ritual. See, during the Middle Ages, it was believed witches can curse you by using your hair or teeth. So they would burn or bury the teeth so the witch wouldn't get to it. Also, the Scandinavian warriors wore teeth around their neck because they seen it as good luck. But around 1927 is when this tooth fairy thing became a real tradition. But just think about that. The only reason they came up with the tooth fairy story because they thought the real story would frighten the kids. The real story is they was hiding the tooth under the pillow so the witch wouldn't get to it and put a curse on them. So now you know why from generation to generation people was hiding the tooth under the pillow. And it wasn't because they was going to get paid by a tooth fairy. So what we got here? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So let me tell you something. You know, Snow White is a villain, bro. She always been the villain. Yeah. See, looking at the movie, it seemed like the wicked stepmother is the villain. Nah, bro. She's the one that's trying to get rid of the villain. Bro, Snow White is evil, bro. Y'all didn't know that? Man, let me break this down. See, according to the witch and the story that they trying to tell us, this witch is jealous of Snow White because she's more beautiful than her, right? She's fair, and she wants to be the only one that's fair. So, she's jealous, right? At least that's the story that they trying to give us. But the true story is that she's not jealous at all, bro. That's false. She's trying to unalive Snow White. It's because Snow White is using her looks to get what she wants. See, with her looks, she's able to put spells on people to get them to do what she wants them to do. Like, for example, see, she's gathering these flowers, and she also knows that there's a guy over there that's trying to unalive her. She know that. But she know, based on her looks, the spell is gonna keep him at bay. Like this whole time, she knew dude was gonna come up on her and try to unalive her. But she also knew that he wouldn't do it. Why? Because the looks, that's her power. It's like an amulet. It will not let her be destroyed. Another reason why this wicked witch was trying to unalive Snow White is because of the enchantment, the power of her tongue. See, she had the power to pull all these animals, birds, squirrels, whatever, all to her to get them to do what she wants them to do. That's what I'm talking about, the power she had. Now, after she drew all of these animals to her with her enchantment spell of singing, she broke into the Seven Dwarfs' house. Now you see why this witch was trying to unalive her, bro. Look what she doing with her powers of enchantment. She put a spell on these birds and animals and turned them into slaves, bro. Look what she got them doing. And don't forget about the symbolism of her with the broom in her hand. Don't think because you seen her sweeping with the broom, she's cleaning. That's what they want y'all to think. This is symbolism. We all know what the broom stands for. It stands for witchcraft. This is what witches use when they fly on the brooms. And then she lays down and falls fast asleep in the bed of the 7 dwarfs. And not only that, she gets the birds to pull the cover over her. Bro, she is playing games. See what I'm saying, bro? At this point, she's just flexing her power. Bro, she playing games. This is all a strategic plan. She know exactly who house she in. She know who bed she in. She know who the 7 dwarfs is, bro. She's a witch. See, this man at the beginning of the movie, this so-called prince, is not who you think he is. He represents a sun god. He wants her to rule with him in his kingdom by becoming a moon goddess. But the only way she can become that if she dies and be reborn as a moon goddess. You think Snow White don't know that this is her wicked stepmother? The same witch that tried to unalive her earlier? She know what's up. She's just going with the flow because this is what she wants. It's all according to her plan. See, this witch does know that if a prince come and kiss Snow White, it's going to reverse the curse or spell and bring her back to life. But what she don't know is that there's a certain power that will turn Snow White into a goddess. That's when the 7 dwarfs come in because they the one who possess this certain power. Look at what they doing. Look at what they digging up. These represent gemstones. With these gemstones, they harness an energy, a certain power that comes from a dark force. This is all witchcraft, bro. See, the 7 dwarfs had the power. That's why she was in their house, bro. And like I said, the broom symbolized witchcraft. Her sweeping it like that symbolized witchcraft. None of them knew that she was a witch, except one. And that's why he didn't participate in nothing. He knew she was a witch, but it was her powers, the spell that she had upon him that made him crack at the end. Also, did you catch the ritual that she had them do? Go back to the beginning, bro. The ritual was the water. It was all about the water. And look at this so-called prince, which is a sun god, just making sure she keeping her end of the bargain. You know what I'm saying? Making sure she's staying with the plan was to do the ritual with the water. He also had to come and join because this is how the ritual was going to be complete. And later on that day, she got all the 7 dwarfs to wash themselves in water. She did that. Then when she fell asleep, I ain't gonna say the other word, I'm gonna say fell asleep. The watery tears. The tears represents the water. Then the very next scene, the water that's falling from the sky. See, it's a ritual. The ritual was complete. All he had to do was kiss the princess. She come back to life as a goddess. The very next scene, you see them walking to the clouds and you see this castle coming out. This castle represents the kingdom, his kingdom. Now she resides with him as a moon goddess. It's the structure of false mother god, sun god, father god worship, polytheism. It's demonic, bro. I always say the symbolism in these movies they be coming out with is the same story told over and over, just with different characters. At the end of the day, it's a symbolism for worship. They are worshiping her. This does not represent they are sad because she fell asleep and she can't wake up. No, this represents worship, bro. This is worship. And for the record, I don't even know why this woman was jealous. You don't need no damn mirror to tell you how beautiful you are. So what, they think Snow White is more beautiful than you? The hell with a mirror. I think I'm more beautiful than her. That's what I would have said. Listening to some damn mirror that looked like the damn mask. Man, she out of line listening to this damn thing talking about Snow White look better than her. I would have said that's an opinion, and I don't give a damn about yours. Oh, and for those who don't know, do you remember the song she was singing when it was cleaning up? Just whistle while you work? Well, in the early 2000s, these rappers named Yin Yang Twins had a song called Whistle While You Twerk. I thought that was kind of funny. Dang, ain't nothing new under the sun, huh? But yeah, Snow White was not who we thought she was. The movie Cinderella is not about what you think it's about. It's not about some girl getting treated unfairly by her wicked stepmother. Nah, we've been looking at this all wrong, bro. It was never about her getting treated unfairly or getting treated bad. This whole time, she was in training. See, Cinderella's father knew his time was coming to an end, and he also knew that his daughter was a spoiled brat. Everything that she ever wanted, she got. Just read the caption, look what it says. And gave his beloved child every luxury and comfort. Now, her father knew one day she would marry a prince, but she didn't know how to do nothing, bro. She was spoiled. She didn't know how to cook. She didn't know how to clean. She didn't know how to fold clothes. She didn't know how to do nothing, bro. Think about it. What you see her doing in the movie? You see her taking care of the animals, feeding the chickens, fixing breakfast, cleaning, doing laundry. Bro, do you see what they doing? They basically prepping her and getting her ready to be wifey material. Everything that she's doing is wifey material because they know one day she's going to marry this prince. How they know that? Because they setting all this up. Who is they? The wicked stepmother and her father. They planned this. You don't think he just gonna leave her with anybody? See, this is not just a woman and two girls. These are witches, bro. You see the charm on their neck, charm on her neck, charm on her neck. That symbolizes the charm of a witch, bro. Just look what she holding in her arms, bro. A black cat, just like a witch does. And we all know witches are associated with the devil, but guess what the cat name is? When she called the cat name to come to her, look what name she used. So yeah, that's right. The cat name is Lucifer. But like I said, bro, these are witches, and these witches have one job to do, and that's to break Cinderella's spirit. Doing so, this is going to increase her ability, increase her character, increase her endurance so she can become a better version of herself. This is what her father wants. So when you look at this, you can't look at it like she's a servant and she's doing everything in the house, like she's some type of maid or something. Nah, bro, don't look at it like that. Look at it like this is her purpose. This is to see what's her breaking point. Is she gonna get mad? Is she gonna get frustrated? Is she gonna crack? And each and every time, she never let her emotions get the best of her. She just deal with it, which means she knows how to deal with her anger. See, the fairy, which is also a witch, was part of this deal too. She was supposed to run to her. The whole purpose of them ripping up her dress like that was for her to go meet the prince. This movie is full of so much witchcraft and enchantment, it's crazy. This fairy witch created this dress out of witchcraft, and it has powers and magic in it. So much that the prince could not resist, because the dress, like I said, it's made out of witchcraft. It put a spell on him. Just look at all these women, bro. He ignored all these beautiful women, bro, because like I said, the dress was full of witchcraft. It had put a spell on him. Why would he ignore this woman, bro? She's beautiful. Wait, hold on. Why she got this big ass glass on her head? Man, you gonna mess around and cut somebody in the eye? Hell no. And Disney, what the hell is this? What her mouth at? Look, bro, they don't got no eyes, no mouth. Did y'all stop drawing? So Cinderella passed all the tests except one. It was one more test that she had to do. Remember when Cinderella lost her shoe, they went around the town to see who the shoe belonged. So they put it on every woman's feet to see if it matched. But the wicked stepmother locked her in the room. She had to get out. She had to find a way out. This was her test. See, one of Cinderella's abilities is that she can talk to animals and rats and understand them. So that's when they took that key and unlocked the door. And she successfully passed all the tests that her father gave her. Now you're probably asking yourself, how did she end up talking to rats anyway? Oh, you didn't know? The father was a warlock. Before he passed, he knew that she would be neglected. So he gave her the ability to talk to animals. And with this ability, is how she got that key to unlock the door and get her prize, which was the prince. And what was up with the grandpa and kids, bro? Like, he was obsessed with having grandkids. Like, just look at what he's thinking about while he's in the bed sleeping, bro. Just look. What's going on, Disney? I know he excited to have grandkids, but he a little too excited. Bro, the kid's not even here yet, so how he know how they look? And then look, bro, he crawling around on the ground. Look how he got the girl, bro, bouncing off his ass. Hey, what's going on, Disney? And then look at his face. Look at his skin color, bro. Why is he turning red like he blushing? What's going on, Disney? He's just a little too excited in his bed thinking about some kids that's not even here yet. That's Disney for you. So the whole time, Cinderella was not a servant, but in training. So here we go again, another investigation. Let's investigate what we missed and overlooked when we was kids. So was she really dancing with this beast, or was it all in her head? Bro, she was clearly never with this beast. This woman is suffering from a mental disorder. They tried to tell us how cuckoo she was in the beginning, but we didn't pay no attention to it. The girl is delusional. Just this scene alone of her walking alone just shows you how lonely she is and why she create these illusions in her head. But you see, we seen the part where everybody was speaking to her as she was coming into the town and all that, right? Everybody speaking and all that. We see that, right? But this is the part that we overlook. We overlooked the part where the baker didn't want to listen to her talk about her books to him. Why did he do that? Cause he knows she cuckoo.
Story about a beanstalk and an ogre and
That's nice. Marie!
Then the very next scene, as she's walking by, she passed up these ladies. Listen to what they say.
she goes, that girl is strange, no less. Look there, she goes, that girl is strange.
So first, the baker didn't want to listen to her stories about this book. Then the very next scene, they call her strange. Why would these ladies call her strange? What's strange about her? See, even in this scene, they trying to show you, but you gotta crack the code. See, this scene is all about the presence of her. You see how he looking? See how the producers got him looking as he cutting this man's mustache? He looking in fear. Why is he looking in fear of her? What is she doing so strange that got people looking in fear and looking like that as she walks by? Did y'all catch that? Here go another scene where they trying to show you that this girl is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anytime somebody put a finger to their head and they move it around, you already know what that means. And in that very next scene, if you get a close-up on her, you will see this is how she really look. They trying to show you that this girl is a psycho. She crazy, bro. I didn't add this. See, she crazy over books. That's her thing. The problem is, there's nothing in these books. Nothing at all. Look as she walks. Let's get a close-up on the book. There's nothing in there, bro. She creating her own illusions with her head, bro. Even the lamb don't see nothing in the book. She trying to show him something in the book. He looking like it ain't nothing in there. But then look at this. There's something in there now. And if you look in the book, that's the Beauty and the Beast story right there. The only difference is she added a beast. And she made her own sick, twisted little plots to the story. This is what she does. It's even the same castle. But back to this, bro. You know she added this in her head because the dude who been trying to get with her said there ain't no pictures in this book.
You read this. There's no pictures.
Well, some people use their imagination.
So if there's no pictures in this book, then she's just using her imagination, like she said. This is her imagination. See, the girl is so lonely that she go and get books, empty books, and rewrite them with her own imagination. Disney really wanted us to believe that this woman wanted to be happy living with this beast forever. Bro, this woman ain't want to be with no beast, bro. What she gonna get out of a beast? Bro, look at his teeth. You see how sharp his teeth is, bro? She kissed him, her whole lip getting chopped off, bro. And then she had the nerve enough to tie that damn bow around his head to make it all cute. Man, take that bow off. And where did he get this big ass coat from? Before you transformed to the beast, you was 6 times smaller than the beast. I guess he must have had 6X hanging up in his closet somewhere. This is how you know all this is in her head, and she made this up in her head. Bro, the beast don't know nothing about her liking books. He don't know nothing about that. She never told him that she liked to read books, so why he bringing this library to her attention like he know she liked to read books or something? Now the clock and the candle told her that they have a library.
The library, perhaps.
You have a library?
Oh, yes. Yeah, oh, indeed.
And the only reason they told her about that library is because they didn't want her to go to that secret room he didn't want her to go to. But she never said that she likes the library so she can read books. So why is he showing this library to her like she told him that? That's because it's her story. She just showing you how crazy she is over books. You can even tell by the conversation the girl is delusional.
Papa, do you think I'm odd?
My daughter? Odd? Huh? Where would you get an idea like that?
The translation of saying that she's odd is, do you think she's odd because she blanks out everybody in this town, don't talk to nobody, but picks up a book of empty pages and act like all the people are in the book?
I don't know. It's just that I'm not sure I fit in here. There's no one I can really talk to.
Y'all heard that? She said she don't fit in this world, and there's no one she can talk to. And that is why the whole town thinks she's strange, thinks she's crazy, thinks she's cuckoo, because she don't talk to the world. She don't talk to nobody. She put everything inside of an empty book. She visualized her life living in a castle married to Prince Charming. And in her mind, she really is with Prince Charming. The world she living in, it don't even exist to her. She relate to the books, and the books is how she live her life. That's why everybody thinks she cuckoo and crazy, because she don't talk to nobody. She talk to the books. Her life is in the books. This is the same story in the book. The only difference is she add her own plots and twists, and then she changed the characters. That's why she keep renting the same book.
Oh, this one.
That one? But you've read it twice. Like it all that much, it's yours.
Even the dad is crazy. He over here inventing stuff like he really participating in a fair. There's no invention fair nowhere on this movie, bro.
Goodbye, Belle. Take care while I'm gone.
Gone where, bro? You're not going nowhere. Bro, how are you going to a fair? You don't even know where the hell you at. Bro, the horse don't even know where you at. Nah, but when he had left, that's when she created this Beauty and the Beast story. Remember what she said, no one talks to her, so she talks to the books. There's real symbolism in this movie, and it all links back to Satan, because the agenda is to worship Satan. See, the spread of Greek culture, pagan culture, Greek philosophy is in these movies, and it all links back to Satan. See, the Lion King family, the son, the mother, and the father represents Semiramis, Nimrod, and Tammuz. The pagans, They believe when these three individuals had died, they became a moon goddess and sun god. So when it's pitch black outside and the sun starts to come back out, they believe that their sun god conquered the winter. That's exactly what you see in Lion King. The light. It's all about the light. The light is the life-giving force. It's their God. So when you see the light coming up, it represents that it conquered the winter. It overcame the winter and is reborn on earth as a sun god. So these animals and birds and stuff you see represents the pagans. So when you see Simba raised up in the air like that, he's not praised as some noble king. That's what they want you to think. They praising him is because Simba is supposed to represent Tammuz. When Tammuz died, he also became a sun god along with his father. That's what it represented when he was holding Simba up, waiting for the light to hit him. Once the light hit him, it represented him as the new sun god deity. Even if you search him up on the internet, you'll get a depiction of his mother holding him up, and he's going to have some type of light shining on him. Now look at the baboon, how he holding up Simba. He holding him up to the light so the sun can shine on him. And in a depiction of Tammuz, she holding him up as the new sun god, just like Nimrod. Is this a coincidence? You reaching, bro. You reaching. Stop reaching. Is I'm reaching? Let's continue. Remember, the evergreen tree represents the rebirth of Tammuz. And in the movie Lion King, you keep seeing the same exact tree. They keep showing it throughout the movie. They showing you these trees as if they trying to tell you something about the trees. Stop reaching, bro. Is I'm reaching? Let's continue. Now remember, according to mythology, when Tammuz was born, that's supposed to be Nimrod reincarnated into Tammuz. So they exist within each other. That's why when Simba looked in the water, he seen himself and he also seen his father. Because this represents Nimrod and Tammuz. Because Nimrod and Tammuz exist within each other. Now look at this scene. You got Simba talking to his father that's supposed to be dead. This represents Nimrod. See, when Nimrod died, he became a what? A sun god. Look at him, bro. He don't even have no eyeballs, bro. I'm afraid to say it, but this is all demonic. Man, bro, you reaching. Just stop. Okay, let's do one more. Y'all remember that scene when Pumbaa picked up Simba like he was dead? That's because this is supposed to represent Tammuz. Let's read what happened to Tammuz. Unfortunately, the son she bore, Tammuz, was killed by a wild boar as he was hunting. Uh-oh. Even though Puma is not a boar pig, he's a warthog pig, he's still a pig, and a boar is still a pig. So how ironic is that we have Simba, who symbolized Tammuz in so many ways, gets picked up off the ground as if he's dead by a warthog, which is the family of a pig. Then you got Tammuz, who was killed by a wild boar, which is also a pig. Very interesting. I go back and point out the subliminal messages we didn't pay attention to because our mind was so focused on the entertainment of it. Sometimes I just make up theories for fun, but in this movie, I'm just pointing out the agenda and the symbolism. So, Smile Soldiers, do you remember this movie? Bro, what the heck was we watching when we was kids? So yeah, this movie was about toys attacking people, bro. Like, human beings going to war with toys. So if Toy Story became a real life movie, this definitely would have been it. Bro, why y'all running from toys, bro? Kick them. See, they know not to put black people in these movies, bro. Because it would have been over for them toys. Man, bro, I would have been like Sid on Toy Story, strapping them up to firecrackers and rockets and all kind of stuff. But yeah, that's not what this movie is about, bro. It's not about going to war with toys. Real eyes, real lies, real lies. Bro, the agenda of this movie is all about bringing in the New World Order. Pay attention to the symbolism at the beginning of the movie. This is a pyramid that represents the Eye of Horus. Now you're probably asking yourself, who is Horus? Horus is a pagan god whose eye got damaged during the battle. If you do your research and read the Bible and read about the Egyptians, you'll know that Horus is just another name for Satan, another name for Lucifer. So when you see celebrities doing this eye symbol in their movies or in their TV shows or in pictures, it represents their pledge and allegiance to Lucifer. Now before I do my videos, I always post what I'm gonna talk about. I usually post an eye when I'm about to expose a video, meaning my eye is about to point out satanic agenda. But I don't want people to think I believe in a third eye or something. So I'm gonna stop posting this little eye guy at the top. You see it is at the top. Because I don't want people to think I'm, trying to support this third eye doctrine, because that's false. Ain't no such thing as that. That's Egyptian belief. But yeah, like I was saying, this symbol represents the all-seeing eye, which represents Lucifer. They put this stuff right in your face. And many don't see it because they don't have the discernment to know what this stuff is. Then the next scene, they got the symbol of the earth. This represents the new world order, like I just said. Then the next scene, this earth, again, this is the logo they using for the company of making these toys. See, the earth don't represent the things in it or the elements of it. It's talking about the world, the people. Let me show you how it's connected to the new world order. See, these toys are placed with a chip that turns these toys violent. And next thing you know, they are attacking mankind. The chip they place in these toys symbolize the mark of the beast that's going to be placed on people who worship Satan or who follow Satan. Let's read Daniel. He gave me this explanation. The fourth beast is a fourth kingdom that will appear on earth. It will be different from all other kingdoms and will devour the whole earth, trampling it down and crushing it. See, these soldier action figure toys, they not just attacking the innocent toys. They are attacking human beings as well. And in order to stop them, the chip that's in them has to be fried. But do y'all see the pattern? Stuff like this happen in real life. It's like an experiment, like they experimented. And then all of a sudden, they try to cover it up. And then all of a sudden, they act like they don't know what happened. What happened in this movie with the toys attacking people is happening right now as we speak in our world. It's just instead of toys, it's some type of disease. This is the man responsible for putting them chips in these toys. So it's not a coincidence that he's playing with this thing that's supposed to represent the spread. Now to us, he's just playing around with this thing, but to those who can see, this represents the spread of the agenda. Bro, the chips that they put in these toys are microprocessor chips, and they belong to the Department of Defense. And now that these toys are attacking people, now they have these looks on their face like, what have I done? They do the same thing with these chemicals we use, the food that we eat. So while they present this to us, they getting rich and we getting sick. The next thing you know, here comes the lawsuits. But you really think they care? They don't care because the damage has already been done. See, the ones at the top who has the power and the control and all the money don't need money. So what they do is they use the money to control the people. Like, bro, just look at the skeletal that's underneath the toys. What does this look like? It look like the machines from the Terminator, right? Now, what was the Terminator all about? The rise of the machines, which is the new world order. This is what they're preparing for. They've been promoting this for a very long time. It's right in your face, right under your nose. Symbolism tells you everything you need to know. And if you don't do your research where this stuff come from, you will never be able to discern good from evil.